Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing good. For those of you who are new here, my name is Cam. I'm a travel and lifestyle and documentary photographer based in Montreal. And today's video is going to be about a trip that I did to Morocco at the start of the year in January. And it was such a beautiful trip. I went there just to take photos and follow my instinct. But it wasn't so easy. I had a lot of challenges, and throughout this video I'm going to show you a lot of images but also tell you why Morocco was a challenging trip. I've been in Morocco for about 4 days now, and I've started a road trip with my mom. We've been driving from Agadir to Merzouga Desert in Merzouga, and right now we are in Taliwin, a little village where they sell saffron and they cultivate saffron. And right now I'm just walking by myself, searching for photo ops. So stopped by a few different small villages, and it's where I really understood that photography in Morocco was hard. And the reason why I didn't know prior to going is that I decided to go to Morocco without making a lot of research or without looking at too much photos online, because I didn't want to be influenced by what I saw. And in those small villages, when I was trying to take street photography, people were screaming at me to stop taking photos of them, and they were very vocal about it. And the main reason why Moroccans don't like to be photographed is that most of them, because of religion, they believe that if you take a photo of them, it's like you're stealing their soul. You have to be very careful when you photograph in Morocco. You have to obviously respect the culture. This is why also I thought it was pretty hard, because I didn't want to be disrespectful to them by taking photos of them if they didn't want me there. And I think my best tip would be to have a very, very small camera. I had my Fuji X100V with me, and it's the camera I use the most for this entire trip because it allowed me to be subtle. And without that camera, I would have been very uncomfortable photographing Morocco. After 2 weeks with my mom, she left, and my girlfriend came to join me to continue the adventure. And our first stop was the Atlas Mountains. We stayed at this beautiful Kasbah, and we did a 2 days trek that was absolutely beautiful. It was great to be in nature and meet small communities and take a few photos of landscapes. After the Atlas Mountains, we went to Marrakech, but unfortunately my girlfriend was super sick, so I didn't take a lot of photos and we mostly stayed inside and rested. After that, we made our way to the André garden and I took a few photos of the cactuses. I really tried to isolate some textures and it was a lot of fun to do that. Towards the end of the trip, I had 2 commissions for hotels. The first one was Villa D next to Marrakech, which is a beautiful private property. I had to take a few photos for them for their website. And the second commission I had was for Habitat's Caravan Agafé, and I again had to take photos of the hotel for their website and for their social media. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and like I said, photographing Morocco was definitely a challenge. So before ending this video, I'm going to give you a few tips. If you are planning a trip to Morocco, I think it's important to understand the culture and how Moroccans react to being photographed. It was also very hard to take portrait of people, which is something I love to do, because my Moroccan friends told me that it's not very normal for a woman to approach a man in the streets and ask to take a photo of them. So I didn't want to interfere. I wanted to respect the culture, so I didn't approach, I think, anyone to take a photo of them. And maybe I should have tried, but I felt in that moment that I just wanted to be respectful. And I had so many experiences where people were screaming at me in the streets to stop taking photos, even when I was quite careful and not shoving my camera into anyone's faces. And I had my Fuji X100V, which is a pretty small camera. And even then, people were seeing me and letting me know that they didn't want to be photographed. When I was in Marrakech, someone threw a big carrot at me because I was taking photos in the street. But I wasn't taking any photo of like anyone specifically. I was just taking photos of the ambience of the street. And this guy that was selling vegetable about 10 meters away from me saw me, and he threw a carrot from super far and hit me right on the head. And at first I really didn't understand what was going on. I was looking around me trying to find who threw a carrot, and when I saw that dude like 10 meters away, I was like, wow. And he was screaming at me like, stop taking photos, like leave your camera, stuff like that. And I was just like, whoa. And then I just immediately stopped taking photos. So I guess like the accumulation of all those small experiences made me a bit uncomfortable taking photos in Morocco. So yeah, if you go to Morocco, bring a small camera, be very respectful, be aware of your surroundings, and ask people their permission as well. And I guess get inspired by other people's work on Morocco, which is not something I did before leaving. But now that I look at a lot of photos from Morocco, I see that a lot of photographers are playing with shadows and contrasts and silhouettes instead of photographing people's faces, which is something that's very hard to do. So instead they focus on something else. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.